Whether you are a seasoned collector or you're just now starting your crystal journey, this video is the one for you because we are going to cover the surface level basic tip. We're going to discuss some of their healing properties and how they can actually benefit you in your day-to-day life. So what is a crystal? A crystal is just a solid item made up of a bunch of atoms that are in repeating structures. So things like salt, sugar, diamonds, those are all examples of crystals. Also, it is very important to know that glass and crystals are not the same thing. Unfortunately, you cannot trust all crystal shops because they will commonly sell fake crystals, oftentimes made of glass. I'm going to show you guys a few pictures to help you guys understand the difference between glass and crystals. That way you can better spot out a fake. Whoever you are and wherever you are, thank you so much for clicking on this video and allowing me to talk about one of my most favorite passions, which is crystals. For a little backstory, I have been collecting since I literally took my first breath on this planet. That is a bit exaggerated, but it's pretty much true. And I have a ton of crystals, and I also have worked at crystal shops, so I have a bit of knowledge on them that I want to extend on to you guys and that you guys can hopefully pass on to somebody else. I do want to be clear also though that crystal healing is definitely not a substitution for actual medical help. So if you have ailments or anything, go to a doctor. Crystal healing is for more of mental healing, clarity, and it is rooted in your beliefs and your opinions, but there is not 100% scientific evidence to back up all of our beliefs. So make sure that you don't just not go to a doctor because you think that rose quartz will heal you, because that is honestly not the case. As much as I love crystals and I believe in their healing properties, like I said, it's not a substitute for going to the doctor. Which brings me to the point that a lot of people believe that this is a pseudoscience, but honestly, to each their own. I truly do believe that crystals have healing properties because they hold energy. And let's go ahead and jump into 5 of my favorite crystals and their properties. Let's start off strong with amethyst. A timeless treasure. One of my most beloved and favorite crystals, and arguably one that has some of the strongest healing properties. I mean, it's anti-anxiety, it's calming effects. I probably have about 50 pieces of amethyst just throughout my house, and it is especially good to go in your bedroom because, like I said, it has calming effects. So this aids with a peaceful sleep, a peaceful night's rest, and it can actually help prevent you to have nightmares or bad dreams. So if you suffer from that, I suggest that you cleanse one and then put it under your pillow and sleep with it and see if that helps. On to the next. Next up, rose quartz. I feel like if you know any crystal, it's probably rose quartz because you always see about it. And also I feel like there are a lot of trends on TikTok and stuff like that about using rose quartz for finding love, which actually is true. But I want to say that most importantly, rose quartz is for self-love. This is to enhance the connection that you have with your own self, increase your confidence. And yeah, not everything is about romantic love when it comes to love properties with crystals. So just remember that with rose quartz, this is especially essential if you have a bad self-image of yourself. Just know that you should probably be keeping rose quartz on you at all times. And if you're going out somewhere and you know that you're just not going to feel the best about yourself, get a little tumbled rose quartz, put it in your pocket, and carry it with you all night. And just remember that the connection that you have to yourself is more important than any other connection in this world. So if you do not love yourself, you're just not on a good path. So rose quartz is definitely for you. Next up, selenite. Oh my goodness, selenite. This is the crystal that can cleanse and recharge any other crystal that you have, and it is also the only crystal that doesn't have to be cleansed. However, I still cleanse every single crystal that I own, even selenite. Speaking of cleansing, there are many different methods that you can use for cleansing your crystals, but I really prefer sage cleansing. Also, if you put your crystals in a singing bowl and you let the frequencies just surround the crystals, that is also an amazing way to cleanse your crystals. So just know that whenever you're bringing a new crystal home, you need to remove all the past energies off of it and connect it with your own energy, because you don't know who else has touched that before you don't know where it's been, and you don't know if it's holding any negativity onto it. So you want to cleanse it before you just let it sit in your home. Next up, fluorite. Oh my goodness, arguably one of the most beautiful stones out there. This is just one piece that I have. I'll insert some clips of the others that I have. And when the light hits these, oh my goodness, it's just like this beautiful rainbow. The teals, the purples, the light greens. Nothing beats the colors that this stone produces. So this is going to be used for your aura. So if you need to neutralize any negative energies in your aura, this is going to be for you. Also, it is exam season for some of us. So just know that this is also extremely amazing with helping to keep you focused. So if you're going into exam season, or you have just anything that you really need a lot of concentration on, fluorite is really amazing for that. And it also helps with decision making. Next we have quartz. So quartz is just kind of a broad classification. So we have clear quartz, but also amethyst and citrine are variations of quartz as well. So quartz is well known for its ability to amplify, a little bit like selenite. Whatever you put it around any other crystals, it is going to amplify those properties, so it can be used paired with something else. It's also great for mental clarity. So like I mentioned earlier, if you are in exam season, pair this with some fluorite and you are good to go. You're going to be focused. You're going to get A's on all of your exams. Physically speaking, quartz is going to help with ailments that relate to the nerves and the joints, such as fibromyalgia or arthritis, even chronic fatigue. This is said to help ease those symptoms of those conditions. So if you found anything useful in this video, or if you found a certain property that you think somebody else needs to hear about, then definitely share this video with them so that they can learn about it too. Bye guys!